morning. Just going to, it's not quite 9 o'clock yet. I'm just waiting to see who arrives to practice with me this morning. So I'll just take a few minutes for everyone to arrive. Good morning, Karen. So we're just, in case you weren't aware, we're doing a live short practice and meditation this morning. So be lovely if you have time to join us. Hi, Ali. How are you going? I miss your face. Gosh, I saw you walking the other day, the dog. But yeah, it was a bit busy to toot, so I didn't want to scare everyone. So I hope you're well, and I hope you've got your mat ready. Good morning, Donna. How are you? It's so nice to have you practicing from Melbourne. I hope you're doing okay there. Might be a good time to get the kettle on after this, actually, and let's maybe have a cuppa together. That'd be nice. So it's nearly 9 o'clock. So while we're waiting just for the next couple of minutes, this practice that I have chosen for this morning, hi Bonnie, how are you? That I've chosen for this morning, you're not going to need any props except for a mat, hi Pam, if you don't have a mat, just something. Hi Cheryl, how are you? Welcome from Queensland. So if you don't have a mat, just something that you know where you're not going to slip, because we are going to be doing some downward dogs, so you don't want your hands and feet to be slipping. Morning Janet, how are you going this morning? So the practice I am going to do this morning is a practice that we did in our workshop, or the workshop that I held last time, which was some short practices to do at home. When you don't, we tell ourselves we don't have time to do a practice at home, and yet we don't have to do an hour or 90-minute practice to get the benefits. So these practices that I designed, there was a list of maybe 4 or 5 different poses that you can do depending on how much time of the day you have. So maybe you just do one of the poses, and then when you have more time, maybe you do the whole lot. So that's what I've decided to share with you this morning. I know some of you were at that practice, at that workshop, so this will be a nice little reminder for you. And I know some of you have received the PDF with the practices on them. So this will be a nice opportunity to go through that with me. And if you haven't done any of those practices, or you're not even into that much into yoga, this will be a nice gentle way to get the body moving and get the mind focused. So that's what these practices are all about. It's not about turning yourself into a pretzel. It's about tuning into your body and really listening to what's going on and what your body is needing from you. Okay, and when I say your body, I mean your body, your mind, your prana, your spirit, the whole being, what it's asking from you. Okay, so grab yourself a spot. You'll notice these are going to be really casual little practices. Hi, Karen. So I'm going to move back here, so I may not be able to see too many comments coming up, but I'll check the comments later on. So always when we start a little practice in the morning, it's nice to get a gauge first up of what's going on here today for you. So how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally today. So just take a moment, and I'm just sitting in hero pose because I know where we're going next, but feel free to just sit on your bottom and wherever you're comfortable, really. So we're only going to be here for a very quick moment. So take a nice sigh out. And feel your body land in your seat. Just doing this helps to create a space for you to come to be in for your practice. So today's going to be just a half-hour practice. If you're going to do these on your own, maybe you know you've only got 10 minutes, and know that that's okay. What's going on inside? How are you feeling today? And maybe you might like to make a little intention for your practice if you're familiar with that. I don't want to go too much into that today because we're being the first one. It might take up a bit too much time. So if you're familiar with making an intention for your practice, go ahead and do that. And then we're going to make our way into Eastern Prayer and start there. So to do that, I'll tuck my shirt in so you can see the shape more. So to do that, we're starting on our hands and knees, and bring your hands a little bit further forward of the mat, of the shoulders. And then on your exhales, shift your bottom back to your heels and keep your arms active. So maybe your head gets to the floor, your forehead gets to the floor, maybe it doesn't. But either way, what we're doing is just having a bit of a stretch in the arms, feel along the spine and into the back body. And then sit here with your breath. So after you've been with active arms, let your elbows relax down. And we're going to stay here just for a little while and feel the breath in the back body. So you might be able to feel the back body expanding and contracting as you breathe. And you'll probably be able to see my back body moving as I breathe. And direct your breath there. And just by breathing into certain areas, so this at the moment being the back body, helps to get more movement there, directs the prana into, so the energy into those areas. And even though it's a still pose, there's a lot going on there. You'll notice that even though you're not moving, the body's moving. And that helps to wake up the muscles, the joints, and also give you an indication of what's going on physically for you today. As it gently opens up the back body, the hips, the shoulders, and the breath. And if we've got our forehead resting somewhere on the mat, or maybe on a block, maybe you'd like to pop your fists and make a little stack and rest your forehead there. When we've got our forehead resting,
it helps to quiet the mind down and bring it into what's going on. So in this position, what is going on for you today? Do you feel any areas of tightness or tiredness? And then come up onto your hands and knees. The hands are coming underneath the shoulders if that's comfortable for your wrists. Otherwise, just leave them out a little further so you've got a bit more angle or less of an angle on the wrists. And the knees are under the hips. And all we're going to do is just come in to some cat-cow movements and flow it through. So I'll just very quickly take you through this first round and then we're going to make it a flow. So on your inhale, you're going to look forward into cow. And on your exhale, you're going to round into cat. And then inhale back to cow. And exhale into Eastern prayer. Then you're going to inhale to come forward again and look forward. Then you're going to exhale, inhale, exhale Eastern prayer. Inhale, come forward and tuck your toes. And exhale into dog. And that's our flow. So join me. Inhale, look forward, untuck the toes. Exhale, round. Inhale, look forward. Open the chest. Exhale, Eastern prayer. Inhale, look forward, tuck the toes. Exhale into dog. Push the bottom up and back. Maybe the heels go toward the floor. Have soft knees. Inhale, knees come down, look forward. Exhale into cat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, Eastern prayer. Inhale, forward, tuck the toes. Exhale, dog. So that's the flow. Keep going. Inhale, forward. Exhale, cat. So this helps to open up the whole body, to get the body moving in time with the breath. Tuck the toes as you inhale forward. Exhale back into dog. And following, keeping the mind and the breath and the body moving as one, focused together, is a really nice way to get rid of any brain fog, any thoughts that just keep coming and bombarding you. Just to clear the mind, clear the body. One last dog and hold that dog there. Maybe the heels are up off the floor. That's okay. Bend the knees and stick your bottom up into the air. Press your hands away. Take your bottom away from the hands. Couple of nice breaths here. And then just take a little moment in Eastern prayer. Back into Eastern prayer. Turn the palms up and just notice how your body feels now after that little bit of movement. So remember, these practices that I'm doing can be broken down into really short practices that can help clear
Clear any stagnation in the body and the mind. Clear any blocks through the energy body, through the prana, through the meridians. Okay, and then we're going to add some lunges and some twists to get into the front of the into the hip flexors and to start to squeeze out any stagnation around the spine. So bring your right foot forward first. I'm going to do the left so it's easier for you to see. But bringing the right foot forward. And we want to line the knee up over the heel and just have how much lunge you have is up to you. But I don't want you to dump down into the hips because it's really not great for the hips, especially first thing in the morning. And you'll see that my left side of the body is laying on the thigh. So your right ribs, your right chest will be laying on the thigh. And I'm not just hanging out there. Keep the body long and active. And there's lots of different variations you can do here. So let's just this morning, let's just open up gently. And be with your breath here. The next long. And then pop your left hand down on the floor and turn the body, the chest, the shoulders and reach the right arm up toward the ceiling. Be careful that that knee doesn't roll out. Keep it aligned and reach long through the hands, out through the crown. No dagging down in, dropping the head, nice and long and active. Draw your midline up. So if you're not familiar with my terminology, pull up the pelvic floor, draw the belly in and make yourself long. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, bring the hand back down. Take yourself back into dog now. So tucking the back toe, lift the knee, flatten the hands down, lift the bottom up and take that leg back. And just take a little pause here. Notice how you feel. Notice the difference between left and right. I know you can feel that difference. Oh, feels great to open up the body in the morning in a nice gentle way. Okay, so now you're going to do the other side. Bring your left foot in. My right will be coming in. Knee comes down, untuck the toes. And line your knee up, your front knee over your heel. Nice and long in the body. Try not to just dump the weight down onto the thigh. So we're still activated. We're not dumping into the hips. Follow your breath now. You might like to close your eyes. And that can take away that distraction of sight. Feel the weight in your heel. In the back leg, there's a softer weight. And feel the activation up along the spine, in the core as you reach long. And then you're going to take your right hand to the floor and turn the chest to the left. And reach the left arm up to the ceiling. So as you push into the bottom hand, reach up with the top hand. Don't forget about the legs. Gently pressing into the front heel, into the back leg that's on the floor. Lengthen out through the midline. And don't forget to breathe. Nice, bring the hand back down. Come back into dog, so lift the back leg, take the foot back, settle there for a moment. Just notice whatever you're noticing.
And then step or walk your feet in and come up to standing. Come into mountain pose. So feet are hip distance apart. So on the morning practice sheet, I have sun salutations, just to get us up standing and to get some movement going. Now today we're just going to do some half salutes. Okay, but you know, in your practice you might like to do full sun salutations, and again it just depends on how much time you have and how you your intention for your practice today. So let's just start with some half salutes, because I don't want to run out of time for meditation. That's a really important part of this practice. So breathing in, reach your on up. Breathe out and fold yourself down. You'll bend your knees a little, keep them nice and soft. And then breathe in and come halfway up. Belly and ribs in. Breathe out, fold it down. Breathe in, press into your feet, come up, lift up through your midline, reach on up. And let's do that again. Fold it down with the exhale. Halfway up with the inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, press into your feet, bend your knees a bit more, lift on up. Fold it down. Halfway up. Back to the floor. Back to the top. Press down to lift up. Fold it down. Halfway up. Back to the floor. Press down to lift up. Bring your hands to your heart center. And just notice. What little shifts did that make in your body, your mind, your prana? Back to mountain pose. Notice what you notice. And we always finish with Savasana. It doesn't matter if you do one downward facing dog and that's your practice, finish with Savasana. Okay? It's really important to finish with Savasana. So just lay yourself down. I like to get a bolster and pop under my knees. So those of you who come to my practices know that. So it's much more comfortable for your low back, for your pelvis. And it's just going to be very short Savasana. So just laying down. And this is where all of everything you've just done integrates into your body, into your system. The nervous system. I'm not even going to go through them all, but your whole body integrates every movement you've just made, every breath you've just taken, and every thought that you've just had. So just taking even just a minute here or two is beneficial. Let the body relax into the mat, into the floor, and feel the sensations. Feel what's going on. You don't have to breathe in any particular way. We just lay here and be and observe. What is it that you're noticing? And if you only do one pose, if you only have a couple of minutes, make it Savasana. How often do we give ourselves the opportunity to just lay down? Not to sleep, but just to lay down and observe and to let go. It's really beneficial. Instead of having a nanny nap in the day, maybe if you're really tired and I'm just going to sit in the chair and close my eyes, lay down on the floor and close your eyes. Not to sleep, but just to replenish. Deepen your breath. And gently make your way up. We're going to finish with a little pranayama practice and meditation. So come up really gently on the body. And where you sit for meditation, doesn't matter. Make yourself comfortable. You don't have to sit cross-legged. I'll just come a bit closer so you can see me now. I can see you. Hey Heather, thanks for joining me. Oh, 2 Heathers. Hi Heather. Okay. All right, so let's just, once you're seated, settle back down into your seat. And again, make sure that you're comfortable. And we're just going to do a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing, and then we're going to just slip gently into quiet. So using your right hand, right thumb to the right nostril, ring finger to the left nostril. I like to put my index and middle finger on my third eye. That's entirely up to you. I find that comfortable. Take an inhale and an exhale. Close off the right nostril. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. One more round. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. Bring your hand down. Take 3 nice breaths through both nostrils. And then just be in that space. And just like Savasana, noticing maybe the quietness of the body, of the breath, and awareness of the space around you. Allow yourself to have the thoughts. We're not trying to stop the thoughts. That's impossible. We might get moments that we don't have any thoughts, but our brain is designed to think. So just allow the thoughts to come and go like the clouds. And have that gentle background awareness, like the sky behind the clouds. It's always there.
You might like to just feel the breath at the beginning of the nostrils, the soft, gentle touch of the air as it moves in and moves out. And if you do happen to get distracted by thought and run off into story, it's just when you recognize that, it's okay. Gently and lovingly guiding your awareness back to the breath in the nostrils. Ideally, it's best if you can sit for your meditation for around about 7 minutes, if you can, if you have time. But if you don't have time, even just sitting for a minute or two and giving yourself this space can be enough to just refocus, to reground, to bring yourself back inside into a little bit of internal awareness. And again now inviting in a gentle, deeper breath. Feel the body expanding and contracting as you breathe. And just take a moment to notice how you feel now compared to when you first sat on your mat or your cushion. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally? How's that brain fog? How's the prana? Do you feel a little bit more vibrant and alive and ready for the day, ready for the week ahead? Bring your hands to your heart center, whether that's in Namaste, in Anjali Mudra, whether that's just your hand on your heart center, whatever you're more comfortable with. And take this moment to be grateful for your practice, for making the effort, for bringing this practice into your day. Being grateful for the teachings of the practice. And for your Sangha, your community that shares the love of this practice and the benefits, the knowing. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming. It's been great. Thanks for sticking it out. It's been really nice having you all here, seeing some faces that I haven't, or some names that I haven't seen faces for a long time. So I hope you enjoyed that. Do comment on this this post and let me know how you went with it. I'm thinking I might do this every Monday morning. So let me know, is that something you would be interested in? Just a very short practice that and meditation. Obviously I've got to tweak the timing a little bit, but yeah, we might mix it up a little bit, and yeah, let me know what you think. If it's something that you would be interested in doing, then yeah, I'm more than happy to share the practice, obviously. All right, have a great day, whatever you get up to. It's a little bit cloudy, a bit overcast here today. Not overly cold, but a little bit overcast. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.